I wanted to pop on back on here live because I forgot when we were talking about the Mayan calendar that I was going to do a card pull for the collective. And so I wanted to honor that and to do the card pull, which I found very poignant and literally very on point because we had talked about, per the Mayan wave spell, it's actually a 9-day. And the card I pulled, I was called to use from the Shaman's Dream Oracle deck. So if anybody's ever worked with this Oracle deck, it is fantastic. There's a lot of deep messages that are here, and I was called to, again, pull a card for the collective energy per the Mayan calendar and what we all received today, which of course there's the 9, right? And it's balancing on one foot, the balancing act. And you can see here that's a Luna moth, which I've actually taken a photo of a Luna moth that almost looked exactly like this when I lived in North Carolina, Chimney Rock, Bat Cave, North Carolina, which has just been wiped away, right? So this is very much transfigured energy, very Plutonian, very scorpionic, that came and took, a whole town. And so what this is telling me for my own life, for my own gnosis, is that to stay balanced as much as you can, because there's a lot of uncertainty. We're moving into uncertain realms of energy. So you can't control anything outside of yourself. I've learned this many, 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 many times, especially being nomadic and just on my spiritual journey in general. There is no controlling the outside of you at all. You can regulate is yourself, your own nervous system, right? What you focus on. You can't control your thoughts either, or your emotions, because again, it's like trying to control the tides. You can't do that. But you can stop, drop, and roll, right? Stop what you're doing. Breathe, drop into your heart, and roll into the next now moment with a little more grace, a little more ease, a little more connection, and awareness of how your operating system is working, right? How your mind works, and the realms you might be operating in is the brainwave patterns might be a little erratic. This is very Uranus and Taurus, right? That there's a lot happening with the electrical system, with the nervous system, with the bombardment of all these solar flares on the planet. There's just a lot happening right now. So I just wanted to, say that it's time to just be balanced as much as you can. Be out in nature, because you see nature. The interesting about Luna moths is they're only here to procreate. They only live 7 days, and then they transition and go off to the next realm. And their whole purpose is to be beautiful and to procreate, which very much is, can be very scorpionic, very Mercury, the mind. We're transfiguring and transforming everything that we are projecting into our realities right now. It's happening right now. So doing it with as much conscious awareness as you possibly can will create a different reality for you in this realm. What I'm being called to right now, hi Jana, how are you? Actually, you must have inspired me, because I also want to do a card pull for all my earth, air, and water signs, right? And fire signs. So let's just go into a 4-card spread. This is for all my earth signs, air signs, water signs, and fire signs. So let's start with earth signs first. So this was for everybody. This was a collective card pull for balancing on one act. We are all asked to be as balanced as possible. Hi. As much as we can within ourselves, how we breathe. Again, you can't control the outside circumstances, but you can control your breath. You can control what you're focused on, what you watch, what you eat, right? These are all things that are within your realm to work on. So this is being called to be worked with, as far as if you balance your mind, you can balance your spiritual nature. It's about the balance, and it's through chemistry, alchemy, Scorpio. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a card pull. This is for all my earth signs out there. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for connecting to the channel. Welcome to Livzenastrology. My name is Ella Ivy, and I am an intuitive astrologer and a radical oneness practitioner, right? So what does that mean? That means that I practice oneness. That is the foundational principle of what this channel was created on, that all is self, all is one. There is nothing outside of you that's happening that is not directly affected or created by what's happening inside of you. So welcome to the channel. Welcome to this perspective. I'm glad that you're here. And again, the foundational approach to this channel is astrology. So for anybody that's an air sign this is for earth signs that are earth dominant, that have a lot of earth in your chart. For your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. This is for you, for the earth signs. What do the earth signs, if you're an earthbender primarily, what do you need to know? One card, please. There's two that came out. Perfect storm, the courage to step into life. So this is for the Taurus, the Virgos, the Capricorns out here, the earth signs, that right now there is major shifts happening, especially with Uranus and Taurus. There is your foundation is being shaken apart. There's a perfect storm of circumstances that is getting ready to create a massive shift. I look to also ravens or messengers, and I look at the heart, right? So your heart is calling to you for something new. It's alchemizing and shifting things in your life right now. Foundations, earth signs, you're being shaken apart. Literally, the foundation of your earth is being shaken, but stay in your hearts and listen to the messages that are around you, because the earth spirits, the messengers, you're receiving messages either through emails and texts, right? You might be, there might be energy surrounding you that is going to create a whole new foundational experience for you, a whole new way of relating in this world. So if you're an earth sign right now, be prepared to be shaken up. Uranus is in Taurus. All the earth signs are being told there are shifts happening that are out of your control. But again, we talked about this earlier. What you can control is your breath. What you can control is what you focus on, right? And this is the time to really stay centered, stay in your heart, do those foundational practices that you know that are good for your body, because right now there might be changes happening out. Because being an earthbender, you guys know how to ground, because again, there's things happening. I'm seeing electrical currents too. So there's new ideas, there's new aha moments, things that are happening out of the blue that will be directly affecting the earth signs. So just stay grounded, stay in a spirit of curiosity as much as you can, even though you're being shapeshifted into a new reality, a new dimension, a new timeline. This is for you. Again, everything is happening for us. And pay attention to the messages you might be receiving now, because there might be things you're being, listen to repetitive thought forms, things you've been thinking about that you kind of push to the side. This is the time, earth signs, to go pay attention to that right now, because there are shifts happening right now in your field. So stay grounded with what's coming in, and stay curious, because it's happening for you. Okay, so that's my earth. Let's just go ahead and do air now. These are for all my air signs. This is for Libras, for Aquarius, and for Geminis. Thank you for being here. And if you have Sun, Moon, Venus, or rising in an air sign, this is for you, right? This sign is particular for my air signs. Overflow. This is the card right now, 43, which is 7. Overwhelm and plenty. So right now, especially because the air is to do with the mind and thoughts, there are lots of ideas that are surrounding the air signs right now. You're almost having too many opportunities, if that's if that's a thing. So for my air signs out there, you're being invited into to explore a lot of different types of relationships. You might be invited into a new job, working with people in a new way. So you almost might be overwhelmed with the opportunities. Again, after a major shift or a storm, there's a lot that needs to be cleaned up, brought to light. We think about all the storms we just happened with Helene and Milton, right? I'm here in Florida. So wherever you are in the Northern Hemisphere in the United States, we've all been shifted and moved apart. And there's a lot, again, in the Scorpio season that has been demolished and destroyed. But there's also the time to rebuild, right? When things get destroyed, they have to be rebuilt in a new way, in a more structurally sound, foundationally balanced way that's good for everybody, not just for a few of us. So for my air signs out there that have now all of a sudden, because of all the shifts that have happened, there's now opportunity. Focus on love. You never work a day in your life. So this is the time to focus on what is it you really desire. How do you want your life to really look? And to be of service in a new way. Again, coming off of Libra, this was maybe a bit of a self-sacrificing energy where you were giving and giving to the other. And that's good to be of service. But for air signs, you also have to be in your passion. You also have to be thinking about you and what you want to generate and how you want to feel. It's okay to share and to be here for the other. But right now with Scorpio, it's saying, what are your passions and desires? And focus on that, because you're beginning a lot of opportunities, a lot of things to think about. and a lot of prosperous opportunities. But it's not just about the money anymore. It's about being in your purpose. It's about following your heart, right? And being in true commune with the divine, with what you're doing, with what you're thinking about, with what you're inviting in. So this is for my air signs right now. Not to get too overwhelmed. Again, go ground, breathe, work with the air bending, and just stay focused about what it is your heart really wants, because there's a lot of opportunities that are surrounding you right now. Okay, so that was we've already done earth and air. Let's go ahead and do water for our water benders out there, right? Scorpio, Cancer, my gosh, who's the other earth? Pisces. And let's see, as we are the water benders, what did the water signs need to know? Ooh, it's popped right out of the earth here. Popped right out into the ground. Stars in the sky, limitless possibilities is 51. So this is number 6. And so the water signs right now, because we have a water trine happening right now with the moon still in Cancer. It's actually conjunct Mars in Cancer, and it's trining Saturn in Pisces with Mercury in Scorpio. So while we've got this transfiguration, this trine happening, trines are usually harmonious signs. You're being asked to focus in to go, okay, how do you want to feel on the daily? Because, water signs are very much about the emotion. Where have you felt limited? Where have you felt, again, emotions, that you've been limited by your own constructs of how you think? This is Mercury, right? So where we've been fixed emotion, Scorpio, where we have been fixed in how we feel has also been relegating how we've been thinking, what we've been focused on. So now with all this dissolution happening and with the opportunity, the transfiguration of Scorpio transiting through, went out a little bit, got hoarse. So this is also Taurus. This is also about bringing in into the physical realm what you want to experience. You've also got to make room for it. And so where we been distracted or focused or in our fixed emotion on perhaps lack or, separation or anger, right? It's because Scorpio right now, we're being forced to deal with a lot of the shadow underworld scorpionic stuff that has been hidden in the under realms or inner realms of our consciousness. So there's a lot that needs to be looked at to see where we have been limited in the realm of now unlimited possibilities. So it's time to really tap into how you feel. How do you want to feel? And can you feel more free without having your bank account look a certain way or without having a certain, situation approach for you? Now is not the time to wait to feel free. What this is asking is right now, my water signs, feel free now. No matter what's in the physical realm, no matter what your bank account looks like, no matter what relationship you're in, can you feel supported? Can you feel abundant? And that's what's going to be bringing you in the physical, right, to experience is you have to imagine it and feel it first into existence. So this is the challenge. This is also the opportunity for the water signs out there who are very much about feelers. I know right now a lot of us have been feeling scared and uncertain and unknown, but can you stay in that state again of curiosity, North Node and Aries, what we've come to learn, and can you feel the abundance before you actually see it in the physical yet? This is all about manifestation. This is all about bringing matter into form or matter into the physical, and our imagination through our feeling expression is what we're mastering right now for those of us that are water benders, right? Feel your reality into existence, because that's what you're going to be bringing forth. And through this portal window energy of the Mayan calendar spell, everything's a vibrational universe, right? So you're going to feel the reality that you want to be in before you even see it. We talked about that before. Okay. And last and not least, this is for my fire signs. This is for Sag, Aries, and Leo. And, fire is spirit, and this is about our passions. And fire signs, what is it that you need to know? Sun, moon, rising, Venus, anywhere that you are fire dominant. For my fire benders, one card, please, that represents the fire. Okay, and of course we get Dragon's Horde, which is number 12, which is a 3, which is protecting the future. So dragon's very much a fiery energy. And you can see here, I also think of like a nest right? So this dragon is protecting his nest, which is very much about Mars and Cancer, right? Taking action, Mars, on security and being protected, and also protecting the future. And we talked about this, and you want to check out the video I did about the gapped day, Mayan calendar 3, which is remembering our future. So this is accessing our ability to be protected, to protect ourselves, and to supply, give everything we need within ourselves through our consciousness, through, again, feeling as if you already have it. And even if you can't, we can't control what's happening on the outside of us, but you can control your breath, you can control what you focus on, and you can control the actions that you take daily towards making you feel that sense of security. Again, we're transcending having a certain amount of money or having our lives look a certain way before we feel secure. At what point do you just decide, I'm feeling secure today, in the knowingness that the universe has my back, that there are energies and life forces beyond me, stronger than me, more harmonic and more in a loving embrace than I've been able to access, and that has my highest and best interest at heart. So I'm just going to surrender and trust and know that the universe has my back, that I am supported, I am secure. Can you tap into that security no matter what's happening outside of you? Because a lot of our physical structures have been destroyed. A lot of our cities, our townships, what we held as ports of security have been taken away, have been brought back to the ocean, right, of Pisces and Saturn. Well, everything's been deconstructed, but now it's time to rebuild. And we rebuild by our feelings and our thoughts and what it is in matters of security. So, for example, right now we have so many technologies available on this planet for free energy. There's new ways to construct our buildings that are more fireproof, that are more weatherproof, right? That are more harmonized with the weather patterns. We just haven't let these technologies be freed up within ourselves because we've been so fixed in doing things in the old way. Even our old, building systems and materials and what we worked with, and all that is being restructured within us. There has to be a new design system that emerges, a way that we can live harmoniously on this planet that's outside of money, right? So there is abundance to be had and prosperity to be had, but we need to construct based on what is sustainable. And everything that got deconstructed up into this now was not sustainable. That's why it had to leave. So the opportunity to found new foundational principles and new security measures and new ways of rebuilding is going to be based on new technology. This is very Pluto and Aquarius. So we got to do it different. And so that's how we're going to be more secure, is by bringing these new technologies and actually using them, right? It's time for free energy. It's time to use hemp. We don't need paper. We don't need to keep using trees for paper. We can use hemp products. We can use bamboo. We can use these, again, tools of nature that want to be used for these things that are more sustainable for everyone, for nature included, for humans included, right? So these are just ways to as things are leaving our lives, old structures, old ways we were secure, that's not a form of security anymore. The new structures and security is going to be based on what we do right now and the passions and the drives and the love that we have right now. And this is the year of the wood dragon. Again, there's correspondences to everything, right? So taking action, wood is earth, dragon is our spirit, and really moving towards what we're passionate about. Passionate survival. But it's not survival anymore, it's thriving. Passionate thriving is what we're ready for. So this is what, for all my fire signs right now and who are in their fiery dragon nature, it's time to step into your passions fully and to go for. moving forward. This is time for all of us, no matter what elemental you find yourself in, whether you're earth, air, water, firebender. This is the time for all of us, as we're being transfigured, to focus on what we want, to step into our personal powers, and to get a sense of security in something different other than money and the structures that were, because those all fell apart. So now we're being asked to restructure and regrid and find new ways to feel secure within ourselves. You can do that through your breath, through what you focus on, through grounding. Again, simple tools, simple techniques. The Occam's razor spirituality, the simplest explanation tends to be the correct one in my experience. So thank you everybody for this here. Thank you Jessica, Eric, Technology, give me a French press. Jen, thank you for watching. Hi, beautiful. Thank you guys. What has your been experience here with the energies, and what are your dominant frequencies? For those air, I know Jen, you're a Capricorn from what I can remember. Jessica, I don't remember. I think you're Cancer from what I remember. Eric, we know you're Aries. How can we not know that? And Jaina, of course, you're Aquarius. So what are you feeling with these energies? You know, how are you guys using these currents of energies? How are you finding these energies are being expressed through you? And what are you focused on as we are all navigating these big, huge transformative times? What is it that's shifted for you? And are you choosing now to focus in on what you want? Because this is what's being presented to us right now, guys, is we know the fear. And we all know how this ends, right? We don't have it, none of us get out of here alive in the way, at least, we've been taught. Death is not what we've been taught. So in this finite realm right now, with all this transfiguring energy, what is your focus? What is your passion? What has changed for you? And how are you navigating these currents? There's no right or wrong way to do it. It's just, do you want to have a better time with it or not? Right? It's just bringing more conscious awareness to it. Whatever your belief system, whatever your religion, however you've been taught to navigate your own spiritual realm, this is just a cool time to be alive, to maybe do it a little different. So, yes, Cancer. Yes, I thought you were a Cancer. Hi, Kay. That's Mama Libra there. Yeah, it's a gift. I don't know. It's like when I bartended and I remembered people by their drinks, right? It's like, oh, yeah, that was the Captain Morgan guy, or that was the Jack Daniels guy. I remember people by their signs. So anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for connecting. Go back and check out. We did a card pull for each of our signs. Thank you for connecting to the channel. Thank you for connecting with me. And please, if you liked any of this content, like, subscribe, share. It's free for you and it's good for the channel. And I'm just really grateful you guys are hanging out here today and exploring consciousness with me. It's a fun realm. And it says, one resonating idea I've been thinking about daily is money flows just like water. Yes, yes. Oh, there's a whole deep dive about water and currency in the banking system. And yes, being a Cancer, it's foundational. The security has to do really with, it's funny, our current, which is us. We are the currency, right? Which is our electrical system. So that's a whole nother deep dive we can get into. And maybe we can do a webinar on that. If you guys want to request some things you want to learn about astrologically, tied into Mayan astrology, Western astrology, shamanistic astrology with evolutionary astrology, it's all tied in together. That's what I like to study and teach and share. So if you guys are interested in that, check out the channel for more of these upcoming possible conversations, because we're all exploring these conscious realms together in a new way, with maybe new language and new approaches to how we see this reality. So yeah, it's a fun way to explore together. So thank you for sharing your energy, for being here in this now moment, for helping co-create reality with me. I'm so grateful that we are here together in this realm, in this dimension, playing and moving and transfiguring and transforming and doing these things within, so that we can be the new projectors and project the new earth, the new reality without. And so what an honor to be in this journey with you guys. Truly. And to still be here now in this moment. What a gift. All right. I love you, family. Thank you for being here. Enjoy your day.